We're back live here. Gary, Gustavo, and Samuel. Court Central here in San Antonio at the Thousand Oaks Family Y. You see Pacho Francisco Gomez. He is our arbitro principal. He's getting ready to have the briefing with the two players. Team USA, Jake Bredenbeck. Team Korea is Naiwoo Lee, the brother of I think it's Guy Hee Lee. You saw the photojournalist for Korea. She's also a player. She played singles earlier and lost 3 games to 1.
Okay.
Great player in her own right. So welcome back, Gustavo. We have men's singles round number 2 of the pool play. The young man from Seoul, Korea will serve.
Thank you, Gary. Good to be here again. Excited to see this young man play again. I think Jake's in for a bit of a surprise. What we saw last night, we were impressed, not surprised with his level of play.
Absolutely. He's coached by his father.
And just getting the first point on the board, that's impressive.
That is.
For Korea.
Pablo Faje, Jen Meyer, the U.S. coaches.
Will definitely be a hard-hitting match. I would think Lee is probably going to overhit Bredenbeck as hard as he hits it. Will make him swing harder. Second point already to Lee.
If Lee can extend these rallies, I think he's going to be very successful. Blink your eyes, it's 3-0.
Wasting no time.
How do you say that in Korean? Great shot. Jake was all over that one. 1-3. Remember, rally scoring, folks.
Jake,
Sure.
of course, well known in the U.S., 32 years of age, from Marine on St. Croix, Minnesota, my hometown. First point on the board for, second point on the board for Bredenbeck. Point coming in to serve with rally scoring. Great serve. Died in the corner.
So he's standing closer to the left side wall. He's not encroaching on that drive serve area yet. Now he's moving more central. Comes left. That's impressive.
What a snap on that forehand, Bredenbeck.
So now he goes back closer to the left side wall. Comes with a jam. Textbook. Power serve, weak return, put away. Variety of serves, a variety of serves thus far, Gustavo. Power serves.
Power is a very good word.
Okay.
Force that into the ground. Point coming in to serve now. Lee, 4-5.
Ball down. Took it on the fly and reversed it with the forehand. Winner. So a reverse pitch for a right-hander. Goes into the left corner. That's a Z. Nice. That's called a splat winner. with the backhand, side wall, front wall, takes its second bounce up front.
Bredenbeck stands at 6'2". Obviously, a lot of reach with that height. Cracks out left side.
Ball kissed off the left side wall deep, as you said. So Mr. Lee is going to take his one timeout in game one, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Take it away, Sam.
I played a lot of matches in the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for it's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more rallies are going to be a little longer. So it's going to be fun.
Okay, we're back live. We have a break. We're going to explain some of the protocol on the streaming schedule. Meanwhile,
Ace.
Jake comes in and hits a drive serve ace. It'll be 9-4. So Gustavo, explain to our viewing audience.
We have a schedule that we're following for streaming. It's published. Paramount Sports channel, which drives our streaming schedule, had us scheduled at 9:45 this morning. So we apologize to those that thought we started at 9, but it was always 9:45.
Reverse, overhead, left side. We have game point number 1. After a somewhat lethargic start for Jake, it's now 10-4. Now it's 5-10.
First 3 points of the game went to Lee, and now he's scored a 4th and 5th point.
Unforced error. Inching back is Lee. Woo Lee from Seoul, South Korea. Playing doubles with his brother, coached by his father. Teammate is his cousin.
Concludes game 1 to Bredenbeck, 11-6. 2 minutes now between games 1 and 2. Sam, go to the commercials, please.
Back live from Court Central here in San Antonio, Texas at the Thousand Oaks Family YMCA. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farrell, Samuel Schultz. 22nd edition of the World Racquetball Championships here in San Antonio. Gustavo, last time in the States was when?
1996, Phoenix, Arizona.
And you and I were there. You played, I broadcast. I had the opportunity to work with, that was my first time streaming, broadcasting, if you will. Yeah, and I worked with the late, great Hall of Famer for the NFL Pro Football, Jim Turner, the place kicker for the Jets in Denver.
I remember that. That is exciting.
That is exciting. Thank you, Keith, and thank you, Luke. Game 2.
Great rally.
Jake
Rally.
had Lee on a yo-yo string. Left, right, front, back. Did the circular. Boy.
Kid can move, though.
He can move.
Korea and Lee can move.
Guess what? Jake can move as well. That was a screen call. Visual hinder. Components are, Gustavo, of a screen.
They have to be close to the ball has to come close to the body, has to impair the view of the player, and also the player has to be in position, not going the other direction.
Good point.
Not taking anything away from Bredenbeck, obviously, and being able to get to the ball, but he has a size advantage, whereas Lee has to be doing a lot more moving, if you will, diving to get to the ball.
Yeah. Clinic. A clinic. Put things in perspective. You alluded to this earlier. First 3 points of the match in favor of Lee. Since then, he scored 3 points.
Yeah.
Deep crack
Nice.
ace.
He actually let up on the serve to get that.
Yeah, he angled.
Very nice. Very nice, Bredenbeck.
Amped it up there. Lee was all over that. Kudos to him. He comes in 1-3 game 2. You can hear in the background the score called from Francisco Pacho Gomez from Bogota, capital of Colombia. Safety holdup and avoidable hinder. Failure to move. Good call by Pacho.
And Lee knew it.
Power serve, weak return, put away. We can repeat that theme over and over and over again.
It works.
He called it short. We'll have the V as in Victory Alpha Romero system, VAR, video assist replay, starting with the quarterfinals later in the week. All live. Until that skip, that was a power skip, Gustavo.
That was. He wanted every bit of that left wall, front wall. Instead, he got every bit of the floor.
Ball took its first bounce about 34 feet from the front wall.
Great serve. Good hands, Bredenbeck.
Skip ball.
A lot of pressure on this young man from Korea to perform.
Well, again, it was 3-0. He lost 11-6, and he's got 4 points since. Nice. Make that 5.
To understand here, Bredenbeck has been consistently in the top 5 of the professional IRT tour. Highest ranking has been number 3. Currently, I think he's still in the top 5. Great shot.
He's all over that. And that was a good serve. That was a Schultz serve. So we have a timeout on the floor. We'll go to commercial break. Take it away, Sam. We're back live, Gary, Gustavo, and Sam. So, Gustavo, explain to our viewing audience, please, the schedule for streaming.
You bet, Gary. Thank you. Yes, our streaming schedule is driven by Pan Am Sports Channel. They're dictating when we're to be on. And yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the start time is 9:45 a.m. Central Time. So we do apologize today for those that thought that the 9 a.m. match was going to be streamed. Yesterday, we did a test stream at 9 for many that thought that that was the start time. But no, today, tomorrow, 9:45, and we will give you the schedule for the latter part of the week tomorrow.
Coming back to play, live action. Ball down. Point for the receiver, now turns server. Naiwu Lee.
Good timeout.
Absolutely. 3 serving 8, game number 2. Short serve, second serve. 2 serves in racquetball. Thank you to our 3 main sponsors, Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball, Protenix, official racket, and Splathead.com, the official garment provider for the IRF. Nine 3 game 2. Jam serve. Nobody home. Oh, he kept it live. Good get, Lee. I'll give you 1, but no more than 1. Game point number 1 here in game 2. You can hear in the background Gomez calling the score.
Bredenbeck has a very powerful shoulder height right wall splat shot that I'm very impressed with.
That's down. Jake Bredenbeck, Minnesota. 11-3 over Mr. Lee. Naiwu Lee from Seoul, South Korea. We're on the Pan Am Sports Channel and IRF Networks. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the 3rd game of men's singles.
Y la salida doble con doble. Ya repite que para la salida. Y se lleva la medalla de oro.
We're in vivo, we're live. San Antonio, Texas World Championships for Racquetball, the 22nd edition. Gary, Gustavo, and Sam. You're watching men's singles, round 2 of the pool play. Lee from Korea serving. He's down 0-2 against Bredenbeck from the USA.
Short serve. Lee's been forced to overswing a bit by the fact that Bredenbeck hits it so hard.
Yeah. Yes. Francisco Pacho Gomez is our principal ref. Textbook. Hit to the open spot. Hit length usually.
Bredenbeck wasting no time. Jumping out ahead 3-0 here. Reverse pinch. Forehand. left side.
Been very successful with that jam. Lee's tracking it, but that ball veers into that right side wall and kind of handcuffs him. He can't do much with it. Not to mention the pace and the spin.
Young man looks a little tired. I think he is tired.
He's got to play doubles later, too. There it is.
Nice. On the board. Lee coming to serve at 1-4.
Short ball. Ball has to clear that short line, which is the midline, 20 feet from both the front and side back walls. Nick lob. Near side forehand pinch. Jake, winner. 5-1 game number 3. Jake won the first two, 11-6 and 11-3. Let's see what the call is. Yes, good call.
I think that's a good call. Yeah. Yeah.
You make a mistake, you pay a price. The price is you get hit and you lose that rally.
He let up on the swing, though.
Nick lob.
Punishing. Lee does not want to make a mistake like that.
You get an opportunity, you have to cash in at this level. It is again, tough. Near side pinch forehand winner.
7-2. Service Bredenbeck. Game 3. Korea calling for a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
With gearbox. I love about gearbox that everyone's part of the family, and they have the best in a great sport. Dedication makes a great athlete. Obviously, talent. One of my beliefs is that we're capable of doing a lot of things that we can't do. It's just part of enjoying the process, and then gets to wherever we want to get. Any sport that young athletes are playing, if you really like it, and as I said, if you have the dedication and the passion, I told you guys you don't even imagine how far you can go.
We're back live. Court Central, World Championships for Racquetball 2024. USA, San Antonio. You're watching men's singles. This is our third broadcast of 9 today here at the Thousand Oaks Family Y. Jake Bredenbeck, USA versus Naiwoo Lee, Korea. Jake is putting on a clinic, although we agree, Gustavo, Lee is holding his own.
He's holding his own. He's demonstrated a few. That's a great attempt to return the ball. The serve that he's been hitting on that right side, very powerful, dying in the right corner. This ball in the court lended itself to that. Jake wasting no time in getting in there and serving. Didn't even come out for that timeout.
9-2, game 3. Next up on the Pan Am Sports Channel and IRF Networks, men's singles as well. Carlos Keller, Bolivia versus Ramon de Leon, Dominican Republic. That's a noon schedule here, Central Time, U.S. So we'll be about 40 minutes late on that match. Lee 3, Bredenbeck 9. Make that 4-9. Skip ball. Predicated by that great drive serve by
Good
Lee.
serve.
Z ball. Good clear. Jake says, no problem. I'll come up and pinch it near side.
He had Lee behind him. He had the whole front court. Lee could do nothing.
Match point number 1 here in game 3 for Bredenbeck. Comes back with the jam. So he found that early in the match and stayed with it. And obviously it's been successful. Jake Bredenbeck, congratulations. 3-0 over Mr. Lee. Congratulations to him. He's a quality ball player. And wrap it up, Gustavo, and we'll be back after you wrap it up in 10 minutes.
After the first game where Lee scored the first 3 points, it was all Bredenbeck, having won game 1 11-6, game 2 11-3, game 3 11-4. Congratulations, Team USA Bredenbeck, here in this pool play division of the World Racquetball Championship, San Antonio, Texas, version number 22, 22nd year doing this. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for our next men's singles match. Take it away, Sam.